3 weeks ago, someone nearly killed the king, the lords, and half the government in one explosion. Today, we're walking through a city that doesn't know who to trust. It's November 605, and the sound you hear at dawn is church bells mixing with Thames watermen shouting for fares. The smell hits you immediately. Cold smoke, human waste, rotting vegetables. The streets are mud. The buildings are timber leaning over narrow lanes. Guy Fawkes is in the Tower of London right now being interrogated. The barrels of gunpowder are gone, but the fear isn't. Every Catholic is a potential traitor. Every stranger could be a conspirator. We're going to spend a day here from Southwark across the river through the markets, past the churches, into the lanes where people actually live. By nightfall, you'll understand what it feels like when an entire city stops trusting itself. Quick context. London in Scissor 5 is a city of about 200,000 people crammed inside medieval walls and spilling beyond. King James has been on the throne for 2 years. England is Protestant, but Catholics still live here, quietly, carefully, illegally attending Mass in hidden rooms. Then on November 5th, guards found Guy Fawkes in a cellar under Parliament with enough gunpowder to level the building. Here's what matters to ordinary Londoners today. 1. Religious paranoia is everywhere, and being on the wrong side of it can get you killed. 2. Daily survival means navigating filth, crime, and fire risk in streets with no lighting, no police. 3. This city runs on reputation and suspicion. We'll start in Southwark at dawn, cross London Bridge, visit Cheapside Market, past St. Paul's Cathedral, walk the lanes near the Tower, check the river wharfs and end after dark. Let's go, Southwark at dawn. Early morning, 5:30 a.m. The south bank of the Thames is where London keeps everything it doesn't want inside the city walls. Brothel, bear baiting pits, the Globe Theatre. Southwark is outside city jurisdiction.
Fresh from the
people go when
forge,
they don't
sturdy
want
and
to be
fine
found.
catch this one. Look at the
Dawn,
size.
timber
Aye, a
buildings
beauty.
lean over
I'll take
muddy
it.
lanes. Watermen
Fresh
prepare
fish,
their
caught
boats
this morning.
shouting for customers.
How much for a
Crossing
cabbage?
costs a penny.
3 pence,
Half
my
a
good
day's
lady.
bread for a labourer.
You dare challenge me here?
Breakfast is bread
I
and
challenge
small
your
beer
authority.
because Thames water
Then
will
you
kill
are a fool. We'll
Those
see
are
about
human
that.
heads on pikes.
You dare betray us?
Traitors.
I did what I had
They've been
to.
there for
Then
months
face the
watching.
consequence!
It's a
I will
reminder.
not yield!
A weary
Your
man
silence
argues
is
with
a
customer
confession of
over
guilt.
fare.
And
A
your
late boy
accusations are
extinguishes his
baseless
torch as
slander.
daylight
Then
arrives.
prove me wrong.
Someone
Hear me,
empties
the
a
Popish
chamber
plot
pot
is
from a
exposed.
window with a
Remember the
shouted
5th of
warning.
November treachery.
Time to cross the
Oik!
river.
The
London
plot's
Bridge
real.
morning.
Treason you
London
above the
Bridge
mass.
isn't just a crossing.
Read with, read
It's a
the
street with
truth.
houses
Take
and
these
shops
and spread
built
the
along
word.
both sides, 3
Sisters
stories
beware.
high.
The
The
papers
bridge
get
is so
fire.
crowded with buildings you can barely see the water below. Shopkeepers open their shutters displaying fabric, pewter, bread. The smell is bodies pressed together, baking bread, horse dung,
This
river
passage
rot,
on the virtues
and
is near
pickpockets everywhere.
complete.
A woman
Indeed,
screams
the
that her
Abbey's
purse is
collection
gone.
grows richer.
The crowd barely slows. The watch is
Guard it
useless in
well.
a crush like
I
this.
will.
A cart gets stuck. Traffic stops. People squeeze past, cursing.
Take it. Guard
a
it with
child
your
slips
life.
through the
I
chaos.
understand. What is it?
By the time the
Knowledge,
cart moves, 3
dangerous
more
knowledge.
purses
I
are
will
probably
protect it.
gone. Ahead, Cheapside, the real market. Cheapside is London's main artery. Goldsmiths' row sparkles with metal work. Food stalls and cloth merchants line the rest. The Cheapside Cross rises in the middle, a stone monument marking the city's commercial heart. A servant buys cabbage and salted fish. 2 pence total. Apprentices haul goods. A water carrier shouts his trade, selling Thames water door to door, because no one has plumbing. A man sells broadside ballots, printed sheets with news and songs. His current hit, warnings about papist traitors still among us. The Gunpowder Plot is good for business. Fear sells. 2 men argue near a stall. One insists more conspirators are hiding in London. The other says the government is exaggerating. People listen, nervous. You can't tell who's an informer. You can't tell who's Catholic. The argument ends. Everyone moves on. St. Paul's is ahead. Old St. Paul's Cathedral looms over the city, missing its spire.
Where are you taking me?
It burned decades
To the
ago.
fortress.
The
Now be
churchyard
silent.
is London's book trade centre. Printers, booksellers,
Where are you
pamphlets.
taking me?
A scrivener
To the
sits at a
fortress.
small
Now be
table
silent.
writing letters for people who can't write themselves. 1 penny per letter. People gather around someone reading a proclamation aloud. More arrests, more searches. But other texts circulate too. A bookseller leans close to a customer. A banned Catholic book changes hands under a cloak. If they're caught, it's the pillory or worse. The Tower of London is half a mile east. That's where the interrogations are happening. If you're enjoying this walk through Cibson 5 London, consider subscribing. It helps us keep reconstructing these lost days. Narrow lanes near the tower. The lanes near the tower are where most people actually live. Timber houses lean so close their upper floors nearly touch. The streets are shadowed trenches of mud. The tower's stone walls loom at the lane's end. Families share single rooms. A woman empties a chamber pot from a window with a shout, "Guardy!" Children play in the street anyway. A cart passes carrying a prisoner toward the tower gates. People stop, stare. Someone mutters traitor and spits.
Steady now, watch
Inside
the
those
sway!
walls, they're torturing conspirators right now. Everyone knows it. No one talks about it directly. The river's not far. Let's go where the money moves. The riverside docks are chaos.
Hoist the barrels,
Ships
lads!
unload barrels
Aye,
of
Captain,
tobacco,
hoisting
sugar,
now!
spices.
Watch the crane
Cranes
swing!
creak.
Clear
Sailors
below!
shout in multiple languages. The smell is tar, rope, salt, sewage. Labourers earn 6 to 8p for a day's hauling, barely enough to eat. Taverns along the docks filled with sailors spending wages. A tobacco house sells pipes and leaf from Virginia. A merchant inspects tobacco leaves like he's examining gold. A labourer collapses from exhaustion and gets dragged aside. No one stops working. Lights fading, time to find shelter before dark. Back lanes at dusk. Darkness comes fast in November and London has no street lamps. By 1600, the city will be nearly
I
black
can't go
except
on.
for candles in
Get up,
windows.
man, we have to keep
Link
moving.
boys appear
Yeah, I'm
at
coming.
corners, offering to light people home with
He's
torches.
down! Get over here! I'm
A
coming,
half
hold
penny for
on!
the service.
Easy now,
A
let's
man
turn him
hesitates
over.
and decides
Careful
to
with
risk
his
walking
arm.
alone. Bad choice. After dark, footpads and cut purses own these streets. Workshops close. Women buy last-minute food. Pottage reheated from yesterday. A link boy haggles over price. Others disappear into the dark on their own. Inside there's light and noise. Let's go to a tavern. A tavern near Billingsgate. The tavern is dim, smoky, loud.
secured well.
Men crowd around with old dice, pipes.
Fine
A
texture.
labourer spends £2, a quarter of his daily wage. Songs start. Arguments about work, money, politics. You have to be careful with that last one. Drinking houses are watched. Informers sit in corners. A careless word about the king or religion, and you're done. Conversation turns to the executions planned for January. Guy Fawkes and the others will be hanged, drawn, and quartered in public. Someone makes a joke. Someone else shushes him fast. The room goes quiet. Then the noise returns. Everyone's listening. Everyone's performing. No one's sure who's safe. This reconstruction draws from period maps like the Agus map, court records from treason trials, merchants' account books, and descriptions from foreign visitors who documented London's chaos. What we can't know: exact dialogue, precise emotions, individual thoughts. Most Londoners left no written trace. The visuals are AI-generated, trained on period artwork, engravings, and architectural records. They're reconstructions. Our best
Toast
attempt
to
at showing
fallen
what's
brothers.
been lost.
Aye, and to
By
victories
dawn,
ahead.
those church bells will ring again. The watermen will shout.
Your
The
luck's
markets
run
will
dry,
open.
old friend.
Same
We'll
routines,
see about that.
same
Roll 'em.
fears, same
Ha!
mud.
3 sixes.
This is
Not
London
bad.
3
My
weeks
turn.
after someone nearly destroyed
your
its
last
government.
chance
The
back.
conspirators will be
Not
executed
until you
in
give me
January.
what I want.
Publicly, brutally.
You're making a big
the paranoia
mistake.
will last longer.
The hour is
this
late.
city,
We
timber
cannot
and
delay.
tightly packed,
But the
has
risk is too
61
great.
years
We will
left
be
before it
discovered.
burns to the
Silence
ground.
both of you.
Imagine trying to sleep in a city that doesn't trust itself. Imagine the sound of the watch calling the hour. Imagine wondering if your neighbor's the one they're looking for next. That's November 605. That's what it felt like when the plot failed, but